All right, we're a little bit early tonight, so we'll just roll with it. What's going on here? I should explain that. Okay. Well, this was not planned, and we're going to search around the shortwave bands and see what's coming in, what kind of distant stations are coming in. I want to try and search around this 6.9. Let me see, I got to find the frequencies here and sort of get queued up. You want to give me those frequencies again? 6.9 something. I'm going to try and 6.925. There we go. We're going to search around that area and see what's coming in. This is a Zenith solid state transoceanic. I think it's a TO7000. This was given to the channel by a viewer. It is an awesome radio. Royal D7000Y. So we'll see what we can pick up. So let's go ahead and mark that. The mercury vapor yard light just came on, so we'll have to wait for that to get through its spark gap transmitter phase, which it's already through it. Okay. I'm going to start by using the micro signal generator here. What did we say again? What was it? 9 point... How do I get back to that? 6.925. Thank you. 6. No. 6.925. We'll just set that as the center frequency, and we'll do modulation. AM, of course, and we'll do on here. So what I'm doing is I'm just using this as a marker to find where that is on here. So okay. No, why am I on 9? What am... Does this even do... It does. Okay, there we are, 6.925. Sounds like there might be something in the background there, but... If you listen real close, you can hear music buried in there. You really have to, and I'm on narrow bandwidth too. So again, the radio is a Zenith Transoceanic Royal 7000, and I did add, I don't know, 30, 40 feet of wire to the antenna, and I just pulled it out and tied it to a tree. So what are you listening to here? Well, that's a bit of something. But it's getting a little bit better here as the sun sets. We can give it a few minutes here. If anyone has anything to discuss or any questions, we will tune around the band, but this was sort of my goal tonight, was to get something here. So this thing, the comments like to pop up and go away. So yeah, we are trying 6.925. Yeah, any topic, anything anybody wants to bring up. I don't, we're just rolling with the flow here. Try 50-50. Okay, we could do that. 50-50. I should say that I am in LA. I looked at doing a desert trip, and then I looked at the fuel prices and possible fuel shortages and that I've been hearing about, and I decided, well, maybe I'll just take a rain check on that. We're talking $7 a gallon out here right now, so yeah, you can't. It's hard to validate that. We just have to roll with the homestead here. What do you get on the TV sound band of an old radio? Nothing. Just noise, just digital noise. I'm planning on getting a 2-channel oscilloscope. I'm trying to read these. No. Oh. The Fenerge stuff. Asking about the Chinese Fenerge stuff. Oh yeah, here we go. Let's get that copyright Imagine spending the electricity money to play this song on shortwave. I mean, this is... Anyway, yeah, the Fenerge stuff. It's decent. It really is decent. I mean, doing TVs and radios, you're not doing development work or anything high tech. It doesn't really matter. You're just looking at an audio signal or a signal, a horizontal oscillator or something, looking for. But yeah, it's reasonably priced. For $50 now. You can get a scope meter that pretty much will get you started in this stuff. And it's radio and TV. It's not high tech. It's about as crude as it can get. So, yes, I still have the fluke meter. That thing, I need to take it apart and clean the little strips off. So I'll talk about the Tiny SA for a minute. I cooked this one. I fried this thing. Yeah, zebra stripe on the fluke. The output is very weak now because I did not use an isolation capacitor. So I would just say, when you're using the signal generator, always keep a small capacitor here. Don't ever, I don't even know what I did. I was, so careful with that. And I fried it. The output's very low now. And these things are expensive now. For the legit one is like $500 almost. When I see you smile, it's like a ray of light. Oh. Yeah, gas prices always seem to get the comments going no matter what. Everyone likes to compare gas prices. I'm more concerned about shortages and motor oil shortages and other derivatives of crude oil. Of course, California is kind of unique in that we don't have any pipelines that connect us to the other states because of the mountain range, the Sierra Nevada mountain range. We don't have any pipelines. So we're kind of like an island here on the coast. So everything comes in here by, ship.
Audience to visit our website at www.mainstreet-churchofchrist.com for free downloadable of thousands of.
Yeah, I actually saw the Toyota TSB, and I could go on a rant about motor oil, but basically they keep assigning these thinner and thinner oils because they're trying to squeeze more and more mileage out of these things. Especially in the climate here, you can run a thicker oil in cars. If it calls for 0W8, you can run 020 in there. I mean, it never gets below, 50 here.
1 Corinthians 15:22. For as in Adam all die, even so in Christ shall all be made alive. You want to be made alive after you die? Well, the only way that can happen is that you be in Christ. In 2 Corinthians 1:20 and following, for all the promises of God in him are yea, and in him are all men to the glory of God by us. Lord, I'd like to see the poor. Well,
94.35. Let's try that. Let's see here. Well, let's go back and check the 6-point. Yeah, I wish this thing wouldn't do this. It defaults back to 10 megahertz when you shut it off. But the one thing I will say about this is it doesn't run the battery down. This is a hard power switch. This actually disconnects the battery. So what was it, 6.925? 925 kilohertz. Okay, modulation, no. You know what? Let me take the pin out of my phone. AM, back, transmitter on. Okay. Now we want to go. I was right? 6.925. Everyone loves high gas prices. Okay, we're back on 6.925. Okay, there we go. nothing. Nothing. All right, it went away. I am on AM. Wait, there might have just popped in. You know, this noise, this background noise, I don't know what that's about. I mean, it's just garbage here in the city. There's nothing I can do about that. Okay, here we got some sideband. Isn't this fun? What's the frequency range on shortwave 2? Well, it is 3.5 to 9. That's really, really coarse. Yeah, you would hope. Let's see what we got here on. Let's see what we got around 4.
Energize me. You remember that from Star Trek? Energize me, Jesus. I'm ready to go, man. I'm ready to do it because I believe in it. Where we can preach the gospel to the whole wide world. And I'd like to welcome our worldwide radio audience to the worship of the Main Street Church of Christ. We asked God just 2 months ago to take us and give us the Pacific. You know what he did? That's all.
This is interesting to hear on shortwave. But WRMI they play some random stuff. I wouldn't consider that a QSL worthy capture there. That was I think we can do better. I really do.
Now, the 37th chapter has to do with the restoration of all things. He shows us in the 37th chapter of the book of Ezekiel, where he took the subtle hand messenger.
Having the recognition at this point in my life, and it took me so long to get here.
He loved their wives and had to go everywhere they could. I could personally vouch for the rocking nights they delivered at legendary venues such as Sergeant Pepper's in Galena, Kansas, Mississippi Mass in St. Louis, Parody Hall in the uptown in Kansas City, the Rendezvous in Jefferson.
I don't even try on the AM broadcast band in the city. We certainly can, but it's WWCR, yeah. It's not really.
From what I heard on that tape, I certainly believe wholeheartedly that this album is going to break everything wide open for them. And just a few weeks after that, when the album really was released, we opened up the April 2nd, 1983 for Billboard
660, of course. Is that Chris? Hi, Chris.
This Midwestern
Gotta stop inhaling these mosquitoes. So, where's Mr. Cruz at tonight? We're cruiseless. Is it too expensive to power the Jason JJ Cruiser with the high gas prices?
Ay, es peligrosísimo, es más peligroso que la cocaína y la marihuana. Y dice, te estoy mirando hace rato, te estoy viendo demasiado tiempo con ese esto debajo del brazo, déjame ver qué tiene. Eso se lo quité y empecé a revisarlo, no encuentra nada. Y se quedó desconcertado. Dice, bueno, ven acá, entonces si no tienes nada dentro de esto, si no estás traficando nada con el busto de martillo, ¿qué haces tú las 24 horas del día con un busto de martillo en el brazo?
De cola en cola, metido en tanto lío, en tanto problema. El individuo lo mira.
Bioengineered mosquitoes for your next trip. Thank you for the super chats. I see those. Bill Gates bioengineered mosquitoes. Should we try the AM broadcast band? Oh yeah, the ticks. No, I was just watching something where the ticks are everywhere in California. People are taping their pants up. I mean, I've been all over the place. I've maybe had one or two ticks on me in my life. I don't know what this is. I guess they're shipping packages of them all over the place or something. Trying to distribute their new thing there.
Not much longer. We're discovering more and more critical minerals. I know the ones you're referring to, right here in the U.S. and with our other partners around the world, and we are bypassing and we will surpass China on the issue of critical minerals. That I can tell you. Okay.
I'm not sure I would notice if I had that thing, because I don't eat the things that those ticks cause problems for you to eat. So I don't know. I don't know if I'd even notice if I had that wonderful software installed in me.
Las noches de Radio Cadena en
Dios te está.
No, I don't. No red meat, no pork, no byproducts of any of that, no artificial sweeteners. The list of no's is almost longer than the list of yeses at this point. Okay, 660.
At the Memorial Day sale. Top brands, ideal comfort, score unbeatable deals on both. Mattress Firm. On the iHeartRadio app while listening to...
Wow, where is 660? Let me get this thing here. I might have the antenna pointed the wrong way to get 660. Mode. Okay, I'm screwing it up here. Time to turn it off and back on. Yeah, processed sugar is a difficult one. I'll give it that, but I've been pretty damn straight edge my whole life and just gotten worse as time has gone on. really don't want to deal with the 660. And it's just a big waste of money too. 660 kilohertz. 660 modulation AM on.
Pickle. Schedule your.
Well, we have. That's it, man. KTN off the air tonight. Let me try and turn the radio. Man, what's up with KTN is not at full power? Yeah, that's a. Oh, Cars for Kids. Okay, they banned Cars for Kids in California. KKK. Sorry. No more Cars for Kids in California. No more Cars for Kids advertising because of deceptive advertising. So if you're just joining in, we're just having sort of an open chat, talking about ticks that make you eat red meat, Cars for Kids, trying to pick up some distant stations here. Yes, that was a front group for that money laundering organization. Yes, it was. Gas prices. This is supposed to be KTNN, but it usually booms in here at night. So this blue, this is IF narrow and wide. That's one really cool thing that this KTNN on reduced power, 35 kilowatts instead of 50. Well, no, we should be getting it here. I should be getting it here right now. Does anyone know when the last CBS radio news at the top of the hour will air? I need to know that for this video I'm working on. Is it 4 o'clock? Is it 11 o'clock? It's Friday coming up. I mean, it's sort of radio history. I think everybody should try and, listen to that. 8 p.m. Eastern. So that would be 5 p.m. my time, right? And that would make sense. I'm going to have to come home early that day. Yeah, you can talk down on it all you want, but the the reality of it is it's sort of a historic thing. You know, it hasn't always been what it's become. Okay, I gotta come home early that day then.
You got loose out on the warning tracks.
I'm going to be able to cast a vote on a ballot.
Example from Scripture. Okay.
¿Algo más que agregar? Nada más que le traiga algo a Paco porque...
Creo que es una pelota.
Montebello, where we got this crash, it looks like things have been cleared out of there. The lanes are open on the westbound side of the 60 at Garfield Avenue. The tow trucks have taken...
Play out in big, dramatic ways most of the time.
Talking about a place, we're also talking about a people connected to a promise. Right now, in Israel, you see Iran has been targeting densely populated areas, families running to shelters, sirens sounding left, right, and sideways, these cluster bombs hitting cities like Tel Aviv.
그 19절을 함께 읽어 요약을 하면 지금 너희가 보는 것은 전부가 아니다.
아니고 본인의 능력보다는 외부적인 어떤 요건 같은 것들이 증시, 반도체 이런 게 영향을 미치고 있잖아요. 근데 그럼에도 불구하고 한쪽으로는 그러면서 뒤쪽에서는 무슨 자기 다수당을 동원해서 법을 이런 식으로 왜곡하려고 한다라는 것들.
Made just in the beloved, in Christ, by the imputation of his righteousness, which Luther insisted was a righteousness that is...
Del equipo del Galaxy.
Amen, hermano, y no conozcan.
Yeah, we gotta be. Gotta be careful about. You gotta be careful about talking about that one specific geographical thing. On it just owns everything now. It owns everything. You got to be real careful about that specific word. I'm seeing a lot of it. I'm reading the comments here. Just bear with the noise for a minute, okay? I'm trying to. CBS should not be going away. I suspect they lost a lot of affiliates in the COVID era. No, I think it's probably more about just sort of the consolidations and stuff that have been happening, but also the new owners of the network trying. They call it what, the eighth front or whatever. They're trying to do whatever they are trying to do.
AM Inglewood.
They bought TikTok. They have bought everything. Everything. They control everything. Okay. Shut up. Shut up. Stop it. Shut up. Bow before your masters. Just shut up about it.
Muy especiales en este programa. ¿Cómo están?
Ok, pues intenta 帮你争取最高的赔偿。
让华明胜律师团队为您全。
Well, we'll answer that very important question here.
예기치 못한 파도 앞에서도
My good friend Will.
사막 전체가 꽃 물결로 뒤덮이는 겁니다. 스페인
The runoff election is planned for June 27th. The Justice Department charging an Iraqi national with allegedly carrying out at least 18 terror attacks against U.S. and Israeli groups overseas. Fox's Alexis McAdams
There you
is in New
go.
York City with the latest.
Still an ongoing investigation, but there are a lot of serious charges here. The DOJ says it's not a matter of if these terror attacks were going to happen in the United States, but a matter of when. And the feds believe it could have happened.
You can't even think about it now. You can't even talk about it.
And more arrests could be coming because the feds don't think he was acting alone. Investigators tell us this. He was the senior commander of an Iranian-backed terror group involved in nearly 20 attacks that were either being planned or had already happened, including the attempted murder of 2 Jewish men in the UK. This happened earlier this month. Police there say a Somali-born British citizen pulled out a knife and stabbed 2 guys in London, 2 Jewish men. The wild arrest was caught on body camera.
Investigations are continuing. America's listening to Fox News.
History isn't just in textbooks. It's the story of us. The United States. 2026 marks 200.
By the way,
In Genesis, God
yeah, BBC is shutting down Longwave. I did read that. I saw that. Who listens to Longwave, though? I mean, we got to be honest about some of this. It's just become a hobby thing. There's not really a big commercial market for it anymore. I mean,
And his family.
KFWB. This used to be a news station. This is what it is now. Oh, yeah. All right.
I want to be around her all the time. I find myself on being a career-driven woman.
His knowledge about Medicare and your health insurance needs are beyond.
I just got into this electronics repair hobby and I like it. Yeah, why not? Have fun with it. You know, that's. This is probably some DX right here because this is a sort of a blank spot in LA. So speaking of that, I've been getting absolutely sort of barraged with requests for repairs lately, especially the CRT collective group, the kids, the ones that refer to televisions with picture tubes as CRTs. I've been getting several messages a day. I mean, like, yeah, and mostly, oh, Pamper Chew is back. Wow, that's pretty. Say yes to plastic. There's a catchphrase we will never forget. Anyway, yeah, I'm getting several requests a day, mainly to fix and recap late model Trinitron stuff, and I just don't you know, I got a text message from you the other day, I believe, and I replied, but I didn't hear back from you. So I think I said say yes to plastic. It's either say yes to plastic or furries run the internet, one of the two. It is what it is. Oh, yeah. Well, flashlight. No, I don't think the Stranger Things thing got that going. I think it's Reddit is what's really perpetuating it. Those those more modern PVM monitors or whatever. I mean, they've just become this sort of movement for this RGB mod of old TVs. It's kind of weird. It's like, what are you gonna gain? 15% picture quality by doing that? It's like, oh boy. Yeah, gamers love CRTs. And that's obvious. If you ever go to a big box store and you see all the TVs on the wall and you just stand back and watch them all, if they are all on the same program, you'll see the delay difference between them. I mean, they're all the processing delay in the modern TVs is just a joke. So, what do you think they should focus on? Could you be more specific?
Instalación del Hijo de Dios.
Cuadra galáctica con ese cabezazo por parte de Mauricio Cuevas. Spirit of immortality is in heaven.
Yeah, I'm aware the delay matters. The delay between a CRT set, analog, and any digital set is hugely noticeable side by side. The lag is like, I don't know how many frames it is, but to me it's big delay on the digital sets.
Take off the gas tax for a period of time. On the federal level, that's 18.4 cents per gallon on gasoline, 24.4 cents a gallon on diesel. Anyway, here to weigh in more on this and much more, Congressman Scott Perry of Pennsylvania. Sir, how are you?
I'm well, Sean. Great to be with you. Be careful when you're in China. If they ask you to go get a checkup, don't go. They'll want to harvest your organs. But I know you're a smart guy, Sean. You know.
Well, I really appreciate that.
Okay, I need to go harvest some organs. Hold on.
You better understand that inside your hotel room,
inhaling these mosquitoes again.
That there are often live people watching and monitoring you in the room. The other piece of information I got is my room is going to be bugged, not if it's going to be bugged, and that they'll have infrared, night vision.
At some point, these people just begin to sound like total fools. Let's go back to shortwave here.
And that's the things they do. And of course, we have their acolytes and proponents in the United States.
Oh, shut up.
Una mujer amamantando a un bebé.
The next week, we're doing a video on a 1928 TRF receiver, and we're what's a good antenna? I'm just using the regular. Now the mosquitoes are attacking the microphone. I'm just using a piece of wire connected to the factory antenna sticking out of the radio. Got some disco going on here now. Boy, there's a lot of noise tonight. Is this Hot Stuff by Donna Summer? Now we got the Beach Boys. I have a rat in my house, okay? You're a big boy today.
Prophets, and they will deceive many. For many will come and they will say,
So hantavirus, at least the American version of it sort of started in the Four Corners and propagated from there. And I've had some education on it because it was big in the desert with mice and stuff, and it mostly is in areas where the feces stay moist. You don't, we love moist feces, of course, but out in the arid desert where it's very dry, that stuff doesn't last very long. And I looked it up last week, and something like 20 people a year die of hantavirus in this country. Now, is something that 20 people a year die of, is it worth all of the attention it's been getting lately? I understand this is a new strain from a different part of the globe, but it's not. I think there are other things that it's trying to divert us away from. And I know I've been exposed to a ton of it because I've cleaned out a bunch of those cabins where you're just sweeping up the mouse crap that's a foot thick. I don't know. I just don't worry about stuff like that.
Mira, a mí la madre, a mí el hecho de que el príncipe de Avellaneda haya perdido a su hijita de 6 años, que la tula haya...
Personally, he will always personify so. The grandfatherly folk singer, the jovial road folk.
Welcome to the Matthew home.
Right.
Yeah, We Want the Airwaves was their declaration that they wanted to get some radio play for us.
Absolutely. So we were talking in an interview the other day.
Other day.
Playing some stuff that people don't normally play.
Right. Because a lot of this stuff never got radio play.
It never got radio play. When the Ramones were out there, I was very dimly aware of them. You never heard them on the radio. I had seen them on MTV, and otherwise I wouldn't have known they existed.
I was a huge Ramones fanboy myself.
Yeah.
I had a manager at a restaurant who turned me on to like a lot of music. He was a big music collector.
Yeah.
And he had a collection of LP, especially early punk.
Right.
And so he would make tapes for it.
Thanks to this live stream, more than 2 people are going to hear this discussion tonight.
County, all that stuff.
Yeah.
All was direct from the record.
I think the essence of this meeting.
Yeah, the Ramones. Now we're on the Ramones. The Ramones are cool, but they're about the same simplicity as a Beyonce song. Not really. I mean, like 2 sentences make up the whole song.
Patria y vida en Jaén.
Listening to the Giant Jukebox, and I'm Uncle Eric. Hey, it's party time on the mighty KBC, where the music's loud, the vibes are electric, and the times never stop. From the first beat to the last note, we're turning up your night with non-stop energy and unforgettable hits. So don't go anywhere. Stay tuned and let the party roll. Let's see, guys. Well down in the hobbies, you bet you got it all.
Oh, yeah.
Where is all the rest of the
Okay, where are we here? We're about 9.48. What are we listening to here? This is like... That's... It's like... Oh, who cares? Crank it up. Let the damn content ID roll.
Sweet as honey running down a hickory tree. I need and take your Lord right. Well, someday sooner than occasion, I'm gonna make that Jewish shine. They're gonna bring that back. He's not world, I must go for right. I need to see the leaning on a half chance, still I'm feeling up that mind for sure. Hopefully the boss looks like me, the way I love you must have been baby, when you gonna rock and roll till the little morning? Sunny rolling down Hickory Street. Got my motor racing, take it just over the drive. Folks, stay tuned because you never know what will happen next. Okay, Shortwave hippies, here is the Crazy Kevin and Rockabilly Room.
Our we are the mighty KBC.
Looking for fast communication here in the USA. Visit ScottRadio.com. Your trusted capo dealer. Discover clean capo products from high performance microphones and precision power meters. Powerful speakers and the standout capo DX5000 transceiver. Whether you're a professional or a radio enthusiast, Scott Radio delivers reliability, performance, and expertise you can count on. Upgrade your setup today. Go to ScottRadio.com. That's ScottRadio.com.
Looking for uncompromising quality for your station? Antennas and accessories are crafted from the finest materials, ensuring performance you can rely on every time. Because when it comes to communication, only the best will do. Ham King stands for trust, durability, and precision. A partner you can depend on. Whether you're upgrading or building from the ground up, choose confidence, choose performance, choose Ham King. Available exclusively through authorized dealers. Ham King, powering your connection. Visit hamking.edu and stay connected to the best. More power, more energy. Summertime, you're listening to the mighty KBC.
This is actually pretty good. This is entertaining. I wish it was local on radio here. I don't know why we can't have anything like this, on AM or FM. We got to have all this corporate trash that plays the same 3 or 4 songs over and over. But this is actually pretty cool. I don't understand why the website's in a foreign language. I'm trying to figure that out. Oh, here it is. Here's a schedule right here.
24/7, never slowing down. From the sunshine state to every Dutch town. Turn it up, let the good vibes grow.
God, is this like a promo song?
We're rocking over the ocean, hear the sound. From Florida to Harlem, spinning all around. 391 double O kilo, here we go. Keeping the music alive. Feel the flow.
Must be 59.
No matter where you are, just tune in close with the rhythm that you need the most. We're rocking over the ocean, loud and proud. Feel the music lifting up the crowd. From Okeechobee to the Dutch shore, keeping the music alive forevermore. Oh, we're rocking over the ocean, loud and proud. Feel the music lifting up the crowd.
All right. I don't want to drive everybody away. This is entertaining, though. I'm glad I found this.
Hello, Eric. Good mighty KBC, Shortwave, coming road. Birthday radiogram celebrates an American singer and guitarist this week. He formed his first band at age 15 in Texas, but left the group a few years later, releasing a string of solo recordings that failed to chart. He achieved worldwide fame with a rock and roll version of a Pete Seeger folk song. He also enjoyed a short-lived movie career and designed 2 guitars for Gibson that are now collector's items. In MFSK 64, 1 minute, 15 seconds.
Oh. Okay, I didn't interrupt that in case anyone wants to try and decode it. Now, I've heard that the YouTube compression screws it up, but there's an app that decodes that, and I need to install it. So that next time we do this, we can, that's probably an image, I would imagine. That's the old school way of sending a image. And yeah, anyone that wants to go back and try and decode it, like I said, I've heard that the YouTube compression screws it up so that you can't decode it, but that should have been loud and clear enough to where if it doesn't screw it up, someone should get it. You just got into this hobby. What hobby did you just get into? Bob Dobbs. So I haven't heard that name for a while. When are people going to bring pipes back? We need to see people smoking pipes in public again. That's when we know that like America is back. Is when everybody's walking around the grocery store with a pipe hanging out of their mouth and not a glass pipe. I love my vape. My vape has a faster processor than your vape. I'm in LA tonight. I'm right in the heart of the South Bay. No,
From 63, Solomon Burke is coming up.
Dutch citizens are protesting en masse against asylum seekers as the country reaches its breaking point. Police are using heavy-handed force, yet when Extinction Rebellion blocks highways, nothing happens. A clear double standard is being applied.
that has to be sarcasm. That was good. This is great. However, I don't want to bore anyone just staying on this. This is definitely entertaining. This would be really something to listen to out in the desert.
Actividades ilegales ilegales de un cura subversivo. En suma, Popielusco debía ser castigado y la única culpa de los policías es la violencia.
Anyone looking for old time? No, 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 no. 840 pounds. Is the map still intact on the radio? Why, yes, it is. This radio is, and this was donated, but this radio is in absolutely great condition. This is, I didn't even have to change any capacitors in this. I don't know if the internet will allow me to say that, but look at this, United States FM stations. United States FM stations. Yeah. It's not really practical anymore because they're all owned by iHeart or Odyssey. Pretty much like 2 or 3 radio stations. They all play the same garbage. Let's see here. Clearview. I thought Clearview was gone.
Il a disparu aussi pendant quelques jours. Et puis, il a...
Wow, 10 megahertz is booming in right now. Listen to that. Yeah, you know, broadcast radio has the ability to be so much that it just is not. It is such garbage. It's really sad what it's become. See where we are here. That was 31 meters. That was 9.4 to 10.1. I would certainly like to see it come back. You know, I would certainly like to believe that the public has the aptitude to listen to a wider variety of songs than like 20 or 30. Yeah, Soros. There's another part of that group.
Time.
I'm not doing AM right now. I mean, I'm in the city. What's the point? Okay, this is 17.2 to 18.4. Nothing. Nothing at all. Okay. I know some of them are daytime, some of them are nighttime, but we're just going to do them anyway. Is that guy still alive, or is he like a brain in a jar at this point?
Any timing you use will be okay. The only hard fixed timing is when you're taking it to increase nitric oxide production.
Oh, increased nitric oxide. Here's the other thing that the radio has become hard on medication. Oh yeah, let's listen to this for a few minutes.
60 minutes prior to having sex. Be well and God bless. Dr. Wong. You know, the Viagra, the Cialis, all those drugs work by increasing the duration of the lifespan of nitric oxide. But we make an enzyme, PDE5, that decreases our making of nitric oxide. So if we throw in the amino acids that directly make nitric oxide, then the Cialis and the Viagra have something to work on, and they actually enhance the action of the Cialis and the Viagra in achieving and maintaining erections. Also, the guys looking to create stronger, better sperm.
Should I show this EQSL card here? Should I show that? I need permission because of yeah, I got it. Go for it. Okay, so I do have your permission to show this. So this is where the video started off.
About how long it takes to make a sperm, you will have stronger, better swimming. You'll also have more of them to increase the sperm making. Also, be sure to be taking zinc. Can't make sperm without zinc, because zinc is what controls the pH of semen to keep it from collecting bacteria and viruses, and to keep it alive in the vagina and up into the uterus. Also, use our Andean essence as the maca extract. The 20-to-1 maca extract we have in the Andean essence also helps to make seminal fluid. So between the essenox and the zinc helping you to make sperm, and the maca in the Andean essence helping you to make seminal fluid, you're increasing your fertility and increasing sperm motility and volume of ejaculation. You know, volume of ejaculation is kind of an important thing. As you get older, the volume of ejaculation decreases. As that decreases, the intensity of your orgasms decrease. They go from, oh my God, this is so wonderful, to, and that's it. No fun there. So you need to increase your seminal volume in order to have large honking orgasms. Next, got an email from an F-18 test pilot. This fellow's a naval aviator, and he's been a test pilot for fighters for 25 years. And part of his email reads, for the first time in my life, I experienced extreme symptoms of sciatic pain after a strength workout.
I need everybody to go out and measure the volume of their orgasm and send me a report, please.
And over almost 90 degrees, but nothing in between. I took ibuprofen, which reduced the pain to a tolerable level. The pain centered in my lumbar and shot numbness down my entire
All right.
leg. I'm 5'8", weigh 165 pounds, with 18% body fat, a medium build. If that, I've done strength training my entire life and can run circles around most men my age. I'm 20 years in the Navy as a fighter pilot and 17 years as a test pilot. I woke up in agonizing sciatica pain for about a week. It's better now, but still present, especially when I first wake up.
Sounds like 80 meters.
Through a local customer of yours, who, when I described my condition, immediately recommended your product. To this day, he has not had one sciatic pain episode. It's going to take him about 6 weeks to literally cure the condition. As a matter of fact, all fighter pilots have both bulging discs and degenerative disc disease associated with chronic neck and back pain.
Okay.
I have tried many treatments.
Systems, defensive layers, and the expectation of external support. This approach contrasts with China's doctrine of lightning victors and increases the time and material costs of any attempted invasion. Even if China were to succeed in occupying Taiwan, Ogawa warns that it would face subsequent pressure from Japan, the Philippines, and the United States, forcing it to deploy resources to Okinawa
Resources.
and the Philippines. This would expand the conflict and erode China's ability to consolidate control over the island. Overall, the analysis concludes that Takaishi's statements have had a significant strategic impact by raising the threshold for Japanese intervention.
Даниил, я... Прости меня. Я понимаю, Ваше Величество. Вас обманом заставили подписать указ.
Never thought I'd ever see anybody mention methylene blue on this channel.
Я. И только я. Я обнимал их лесть, а я-то должен был знать, чего она стоит. Вот, Даниил, почему ты не молился своему Богу тайно хотя бы эти 30 дней? Не мог, Ваше Величество. Если бы я попытался скрывать свою верность Богу, это нарушило бы мою с ним духовную связь. Не скрываясь, как всегда тихо и смиренно, я должен был молиться Богу, тем самым открыто заявляя, что никакая земная сила не вправе встать между человеком. De las Naciones Unidas el 10 de diciembre de 1948 y la República de Cuba. Permíteme ahora, y yo no como conductor del programa, voy a hablar más bien a título personal. Voy a hablar como hombre que ha visto el costo humano. So, yep, I agree with her there. And yes, she did say that about Donald Trump. That was the measure of the time.
We have time for just one more song before WRMI hands the transmitter over to the next program. Before we get there, I want to remind you one last time to drop me an email. Let me know your city, your country, and how clear this broadcast sounded to your receiver. Email me at radio@gregfishman.net. I'm always looking forward to reading your reception notes. Here's our final track of the broadcast. If she'd come around.
Don't know why I went there, but I just did. This is what we do on Saturday night. Remember when people actually used to do things? I mean, now it's just dead. Like, I'm in the heart of the city and it's like deafeningly quiet now. It's like, I don't know what people do. People don't go much out to club. Well, it's too damn expensive, but they, I don't know, what do? Get a bottle and sit at home and play video games? I mean, how do people party these days? Or hopefully partying's out. I mean, I'm not trying to encourage that type of gaming. Yeah, I like the spelling of that. The younger generation aren't near. Boy, that got the thing cranked up. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, whatever. People used to do things on, Yeah, people stay at home and stare at the screen now. Boy, what a sad existence this has become, hasn't it? It's just a trip because it is so quiet. What is this, 9 o'clock out here right now? And it's, it's 8:55. And you would think that somebody would be having a party somewhere. It's just dead quiet. Cars for kids. That seems to be a big part of the discussion is 1877 cars for kids. I like the Peter Griffin take on that. That was pretty good. Should we do a Peter Griffin clip here? Let's see.
If something's free, people just can't resist it. Doesn't matter what it is.
Oh, is that pink shirt free? Yeah, I need one.
But what really baffles me is that people turn down free
Let's
money by
watch
not switching
car
to
commercial. car insurance commercials together. Okay, here we go.
The next composition is Opus Dei, Dei Pater, 7th movement by Chopin. Correction, the next composition is 1877, Cars for Kids.
1877 Cars for Kids. K-A-R-S, Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
I lost my virginity to this song.
Now the video's definitely getting blacklisted.
voucher and maximum tax deduction. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Vacation voucher to where? Tijuana?
I love your shit. The way your perfume makes you stink. Like a bad girl should.
There was a video where a friend of mine has the Cramps jukebox with all the original records in it and restored, and it was in one of my videos. I kind of buried it in there. I don't remember which one it was in, but yeah, actually has the I'm blanking out on the name right now, from New York. But that was in one of my videos, the Cramps jukebox with all the albums that they had. I don't remember which video, I just hit it. I do a lot of that. If you don't watch the whole video, you miss all that stuff. We want videos of LA homeless camps. Aren't there enough of those? They're going to clean all those up for the Olympics anyway. Those are all going to be swept out into the ocean Yeah, the Desert Drive video. Yeah, that was fun. Here we go. Little yacht rock. Yep. One of the reasons why we have such a massive homeless population is the weather. You can exist out here without heat or air conditioning. You don't. It's so like subtropical. You don't need. You're not going to get away with it in Montana or Idaho. And the people that do it in Phoenix or Las Vegas have to go underground because it's so hot. But out here, you can just sort of roll with it and just exist. I don't think I turned on the heat one time this year.
I kicked that set off with the 5, 6, 7, 8 pinhill stones. The 5, 6, 7, 8s are one of my favorite groups, actually. They're a Japanese group that was formed in 1986, doing originals in Japanese and covers in English. And they have, yeah, it is wild. They have some fantastic music. I'd really like to get into some of their Japanese stuff, to be perfectly honest with you. I need to do that.
Japan has a huge rock industry.
It does.
And Japan has a huge punk scene,
They do.
And what's fun about Japanese punk is a lot of it is just freaking out the squares, like the old school punk. Because there are a lot of squares around, and they don't have too many social problems.
That's right.
Well, I'm sure they do. I just don't know much about them, but I know their punk rock is a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. I love Guitar Wolf.
Oh yeah, Guitar Wolf, Electric Eel Shock, P-Lander Z.
Yeah.
P-Lander Z. I had a friend, right?
Yeah.
Who spoke fluent Japanese.
Okay.
He was an immigrant, and he was talking to a guy from P-Lander Z in Japanese.
Yeah.
And,
Is this a pirate? It sure does have a lot of 60 hertz buzz in it.
That guy's crazy Japanese too.
I love it.
I was like, oh, okay. I thought it was a translation issue, but well, anyway, what did we follow that up with?
I believe it was one of your picks, the Mystery Lights.
Dude, I am really into Mystery Lights right now.
I'm enjoying their music, I gotta admit, yeah.
Let's go back and check that
relatively
10 megahertz station one more time, and then where was that one? Was it here? Gone. Yeah, let's try KTNN once more, and then I think it's bedtime.
Taking your stuff.
Ball, no strikes.
خیلی راحت میگه بله مرسی خیلی خوبه کارانه ولی در نهایت
Like, I want it to be a greasy spoon kind of place. The trouble is they always have trouble with the health department.
Yeah, KTNN is like dead tonight. All right. I think it's time to say goodbye. Ooh. Yeah. We'll do this again soon. It's always fun to see what the trends are. And tonight it seemed to be oil shortages, gas prices, cars for kids, and wherever else we ended up. So we got our EQSL card. So I guess that was a bit of a KTNN usually booms in here. I mean, it's usually like super, super strong. They must be having problems. So we talked about gaming a little bit.
More than a dozen were detained. 8 people in all were arrested, all of them accused of stealing millions of dollars in Medicare money, a problem we first exposed after finding more than 700 hospice locations across LA County that experts say all had serious signs of fraud.
Remember, try and check out the ending of CBS News. I know it's not, all happy, smile, lollipop, sunshine, rainbow, unicorn for everybody, but it is the end of an era when it comes to something radio, something big radio. So almost made it 100 years, and then the killers killed it. So. Oh, here's CBS.
The California State Auditor puts out all these reports of all of the waste, fraud, and abuse and inefficiencies in our government, and the legislature and the governor ignore all of them.
Dozens of agents descending on the...
I always see a lot of these questions. Let me cover this real quick, and then I'll sign off. But this is along the lines of the general question I get. I'm a younger collector. Any tips? Well, the tips would be spend some time. Definitely don't come into this thing thinking you know it all. Spend a lot of time and energy watching videos, learning schematics, learning parts, all of that, being safe. You see, I'm a really poor example of safety when it comes to high voltage and stuff like that, because I've been doing this so long that it's just the safety's just built into what I do. I mean, I just know where the hot spots are and I stay away from them. But if you're a newbie to this, I mean, you've never seen me ground a CRT and discharge a CRT on this channel. I just don't do it. Because first of all, I work in the automotive industry, which has got its own level of danger, right? Spinning things and high voltage spark and all this other stuff. So that's something you learn over time, is the defensive mechanism to know where the hot spots are, where to stay away from. So be very careful. A lot of guys put a disclaimer on the front of their video where they say, this is dangerous. You can da-da-da-da-da. Well, I just sort of assume that you know that. But, make sure that you know where the hot spots are, where to keep your hands away from both temperature hot spots and electrical hot spots. You don't want to hurt yourself. You can really hurt yourself with some of this stuff. You get nailed a couple times off of a flyback or a plate cap or something like that, and you smell, the whole house smells of your burning flesh, and then you deal with an RF burn for the next 2 weeks and the pain keeping you awake all night, you learn really quick to stay away from that stuff. So that comes with experience. But yeah, just a lot of studying, a lot of time spent in the books, which the books are like videos now, and asking questions, try and find a mentor. I know that's getting harder and harder. I had that. Someday I'll talk about that and how I got into this stuff, but I was very lucky to be surrounded by very capable people in this.
Also registered with the state of California. What are your thoughts about the state's role in that crime?
Anyway.
What we're talking about is exactly what we highlight.
Yeah, I'll come up with something coherent one of these days on an explanation on that. But at the same time, you sort of have all the tools that I didn't have, but the tools that I have, you don't have. You aren't surrounded by neighbors that worked for aerospace, that were brilliant people that I learned from. You have videos and, the cloud now and AI. Oh, AI. Stay away from that shit when it comes to diagnosing stuff. Man, you want to talk about if you had a chance to get it wrong, AI will get it wrong. So it's another tool in your toolbox, but you got to learn the fundamentals before all that. Yeah, so. It's definitely a convenience. AI is definitely a point of convenience, But you got to have the basic knowledge to be able to decipher what's garbage and what's valuable out of it. Like if you don't know the basics, if you were just to start talking to AI, I mean, maybe that's what everybody's doing on a Friday and Saturday night now is talking to their AI chatbot. If that's the case, we're going to go down a very dark path for a while until people snap out of that crap. Yeah, it's probably I shouldn't be talking about this because this is like talking about that landmass that I was staying away from talking about earlier. It's forbidden territory. All right. I'm too tired to do this stuff, to be coherent and convey a intelligent message. So we'll do it again and go back and check out the beginning. And someone should get that slow scan TV thing. See, how do you, right here. Yeah. Goodbye. Love you all.